Right, lots of you have been saying I don't upload anything on the YouTube channel, which is true, absolutely a fact. I have some updates on the Thar, which I will do on another video maybe a month and a half from now after this series gets over. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is the introduction of a new series. Okay? It's called Ultimate Daily Driver or hashtag UDD Spec. I'll explain what that is in a bit, but let me sort of put a basis on what we are doing. Come. So most of you guys know this is my daily driver. This is my 2014 1.2 manual Polo MPI. I've had this car for a little over 5 years now, and it looks stock, but it isn't. So it's running GTI struts everywhere, like front and back. It's running GTI control arms. It's running some polyurethane bushes, upgraded Brembo discs in the front, EBC yellow stuff pads, and some braided lines. But after 5 years of using it, oh, and it's running GT TSI wheels, 15-inch wheels. After running it for about 5 years, I wanted a lot more horsepower, and some people told me that I should put a 1.8 TSI engine in it. I thought about it, but I thought after that, instead of spending so much money on that engine, which I should maybe in hindsight have done, we'll see at the end of this series, I thought I wanted something a little bit more modern from the factory. So I bought a daily for my daily. This is my new 1.0 or 1 liter GT TSI Polo. Yeah, I've got 2 red Polos now. I like buying stuff in twins. For some reason, I got 2 Navis, 2 Entox, multiple Fiats, etc., 2 800s. So now I have 2 Polos. Right, quick run through. This is a 2021 GT TSI, 1 liter 3-cylinder engine. So I like 3 cylinders, by the way. That's a 1.2 3-cylinder. I like the K10 1 liter 3-cylinder. This is a 1 liter 3-cylinder turbo. Made it to an automatic because I wanted something to use in the city. I go through traffic, which is an absolute pain in the ass. So instead of buying a manual, which a lot of people told me I should buy because I'm a man, I couldn't care less. I bought an automatic. The plan with this is to make it a really, really quick, fast, everyday usable hot hatchback, right? I will talk about that a little later. For now, let me give you a run through of what the car is, because it's a stock 1 liter GT TSI. Now 2021 is the second last year of production for the Polo. So 2022 I believe had the Polo Legends and some very few standard cars, but essentially the same car, same interior, same everything, apart from a little badge which was different. You get 16-inch wheels on it, you get the GT TSI grille on it, you get the black mirrors, and you get the GT spoiler. Apart from that, pretty much the same thing. Obviously the bumpers are different. It's got the GTI bumpers, which came I think in 2019, correct me if I'm wrong, 2019 or 2020. I should double check that fact. But anyways, I like these bumpers. In fact, I was going to put these bumpers on that car, but instead I just bought a whole new car instead. It's just car guy things. Anyways, the whole point is to make this car, to build it in a sensible way, to sort of tell people what should be done and what shouldn't be done, and to also show you that everything you put on the car has a consequence. So we will dyno test and road test every single performance part that we put on the car to see what sort of performance gains we get. So like for example, when you do an intake, when you do plugs, etc., when you do an exhaust, we'll do dyno testing on all. And then there are some surprises on the way as well. We might build this into something really fast. I have a goal in my head which I'm not going to talk about right now, but dekhte. Yeah, apart from that, let me show you the interiors. So when I bought this car a few months ago, it had done 7,400 kilometers. I think now it's done 8,203. It's got these lovely tartan black seats on the inside. And again, another thing I really wanted to do was a full black interior. I'm not a big fan of beige, so full black interior. That's what you get on the GT, which is nice. But I have some surprises for the insides as well. Something very exotic from the VW group. We're gonna go there. Okay, so now I have a 1 liter GT TSI, which is completely stock, and a 1.2 MPI, which is modded but from a suspension and brakes and handling perspective. Stock engine on that, apart from a drop-in filter and some plugs and stuff like that, which doesn't really make much of a difference, but we'll see. Right, let me get a baseline for you on this. So let's go and draggy this on the road. Let's see what the 0 to 100 is. Let's see what performance figures we get. And then let's go and put it on a dyno at N1 Racing and see what kind of gains we make there. Cool? Okay, so we've set up the camera in the car. We're going to do some performance testing, as I mentioned. We've pulled over on the side of the road safely. What we're going to do is I've set the draggy up here, so we're going to get some metrics out of it. Let's do 1/8 of a mile, quarter mile, and 0 to 100 runs just to get a baseline of how fast the car is in its exact stock state with nothing done to it, no, not even a service done to it, just absolutely stock box standard as I've bought it. And what that'll give us is a delta eventually when we put parts on it to see how much faster the car actually is. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna total traction control off and put it into S1. Let's wait for a nice gap to build and then we'll do a quick performance run. There's a little bit of a curve on the road, but that should be fine. Right? Ready? Building a boost. Let's go. Let's try and straighten the wheel out as much as possible. I believe that's 100. And that's our quarter mile. So 10.97 and 17.48 on the quarter mile. 1/8 of a mile is 11.30. I'm going to show this to you because I forgot to screen record it. So I'm going to show it to you on the camera. We're going to put a screenshot of it as well. All the runs are verified, 0 to 60, 0 to 100, quarter mile, eighth mile, everything's verified. That means the angle on the road is under a degree variation, which means it's a verified run. What I'll do is I'll pull over and I'll do another run on the other side. Okay, so traction's off, it's in sport. Let's get a little bit of a gap to traffic and do this run once again. I'm guessing this will be slightly slower because we've just done a run. Building a boost. Okay. 6,500 RPM, it's shifting nicely. Let's see, 0 to 60 is verified. 100s come up. Verified. For half a mile, quarter, 1/8 of a mile is fine. And the quarter mile time is fine as well. So, what have we got? Let's have a quick look. Right, a good half a second slower, 11.5. So it has lost a little bit of performance. I remember these, when they were new, they were about 10.5, 10.6 seconds or something. And now they're about 10.8, 11.5 on this one. But I believe this was a slightly uphill section, but nonetheless, it is under 1 degree. So again, verified, let me show it to you. I'm also going to put a screen recording, but I'm going to show it to you nonetheless on the phone right here. So you know that we're not faffing around and not faking anything. So there you go. First run, second run, both done. Go to history, let's go into quarter mile. 17.48 in the first one, 17.79, 128 and 123 kilometers. So decent runs, both ones. So let's see what the dyno results now show. Time to get to N1 Racing. Okay, so as I promised, we've made it to N1 Racing. We're going to do this build here, obviously, because Anand's a friend. He's a pal. We've been doing stuff with him for like ages and ages. And frankly, for VWs, he's the one I trust. We're going to do a baseline dyno. We're going to roll the car in and then show you what the numbers are. 115, I think, is what originally the car made. 5 years, I'm guessing 100 and something, maybe, hopefully. Let's see, because it's frankly not too bad in terms of acceleration. The draggy figures are not too bad, even though they were in 38 degrees in the afternoon. But yeah, let's see what the numbers are, because this is our baseline. This is what we start off with, and then everything we put on, we will try and do dynos for everything, at least in clusters, and see what sort of power it makes. So like for example, an intake and spark plugs, we will dyno that in the next one. Wait for that, the next episode. For now, let's see what horsepower we make. Let's strap the car in. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so we've strapped on to the dyno. Anant is with us. Anant obviously
Hi.
runs N1 Racing. Everybody knows him. He's the bap of all VW stuff. But yeah, about dyno the car, for the sake of all the people who are watching who don't know what dynoing is, can you just give us like a 1 minute brief on what we're doing right now?
So here we have a Mustang all-wheel drive dyno. It's like a chassis dyno. You strap the car on, you can actually simulate real-world conditions. Driving on the road is not safe, so we usually prefer customers come on the dyno and test their cars. That's exactly what we are going to do with Cyrus's car. Initially, we are going to do some runs to see the stock horsepower of a Polo 1 liter GT TSI now. And before he starts off his project, so we have some baseline numbers. We'll be strapping the car. I think he's strapping it right now, and we'll be doing a few runs. It'll give us the horsepower, the torque, and we'll store everything on the system. And every step we upgrade one part, we are going to actually do a dyno and see what the results are.
So 115 is what the stock figure is.
Yeah.
Have you dynoed 1 liter GT TSIs before?
So most of them are showing slightly more. Close to about 120ish. We'll see what your car shows.
Nice. And roughly, I mean, there's always this calculation, right? Every year you lose a little bit of horsepower, sort of thing. Do these cars lose horsepower?
Not
are
really.
modern cars losing horsepower?
No. As long as they are well maintained with good oil and all, they are all.
So I bought this. Now it's on 8,000 kilometers. I bought it at 7,400. I have done nothing to it. I haven't done a service to it. I have not done an oil change. We should do that also, by the way. Good that you said it. But I'm guessing it should make about. It's not run much. It should make about 115, 110, hopefully.
Yeah, I think somewhere around 115 to 120.
And this, of course, you're calculating at the wheel. There's a.
No, we are actually calculating wheel and crank. The Mustang dyno system is very advanced, so it calculates wheel and crank.
Okay.
We will actually be doing a couple of runs in third gear right now because fourth gear is too much load. Basically, it's giving a real world simulation on the dyno, so we are applying load through the load cell here, and we'll do a third gear run and see how much it makes.
Super. Okay, so we've just finished our dyno run. The first one was a test run. This was the final run, and the figures 114.62 horsepower. Now, brand new when the car was brand new 5 years ago, 115 horsepower is the claim figure from VW India. So technically, in the last 5 years, I've lost 0.38 horsepower, which, by the way, is a fantastic figure to lose, especially considering the car hasn't really run much. So now we have a baseline to run with. 115 horsepower. Let's just sort of round it up. 115 horsepower stock. Let's see what we can actually get out of the car when we start putting things on. So in episode 2, we will actually show you what we're doing in terms of what all the parts are. And then we'll start putting some of the parts on. So the intake side of everything will happen in episode 2. So stay tuned for that. It's going to make some really nice noises. And that was the whole purpose of this build. But again, all of that you'll find in episode 2. For now, signing off. This is episode 1 of UDD Spec, the new series that I'm doing for my own car, for my own little side project that I'm doing when I get some time out of work. But yeah, it's going to be fun. I've always wanted a modern, quick little thing. I miss the VRS. I love hatchbacks more than anything else in the world, apart from maybe SUVs. But I'm looking forward to seeing what sort of horsepower we can actually pull out of every little step-by-step install that we do. And that's what this series is all about, to teach you guys or tell you guys what the gains are for every rupee you spend. Cool? So again, remember, share this stuff with your friends who like polos or like cars or generally want to tune stuff. And there's a lot of shorter stuff on Instagram too, and on YouTube Shorts. So go enjoy all of that as well. Watch everything, okay? Otherwise, I can't eat.